Welcome to Part of My Imagination. I'm Imagination and you're the Imaginers. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Jasmine, and welcome back if this is your second or third, or how many, I have something in my eye, or how many times you've clicked on my channel. Welcome. Today, I'm going to be doing or starting my end of the year videos. You know, your girl's trying to catch up and trying to do better. I'm trying to start making content again. As you know, if you didn't see, I made a post on my YouTube, my first ever post, and I was asking some questions, but I'll get into a different video about that as far as like my goals for my channel. But anyways, this video is going to be about all the duologies that, not all, five specific duologies that I want to finish in 2023. So let's just get into it because I got more recording to do. Okay, the first take three is always take three. The first series or duology that I'm going to be talking about is A Blade So Black by L.L. Mckinney, and the second book is A Dream So Dark. I read the first one a couple years ago and loved it. It's a Alice in Wonderland retelling. The main character, Alice, is actually a black girl, and she somehow, some way gets thrown into this world where she is fighting and killing monsters. And what I love so much about this book is how the monsters translated to the real world. So it wasn't as though like monsters were coming into, you know, the real world, the modern world, and like, oh my god, it's a monster. It translated more into, okay, whenever a monster broke out into the real world, it would be like, you know, there was a unarmed black kid or that was shot, or some like tragic thing that can translate to something like evil happening into the real world, and it translated that way instead of, you know, the fantasy type monster, even though she is going into the realm of Alice, whatever it is, the Wonderworld, I don't know, Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, so I really loved it, and I actually remember everything about it, so there's no need to try to reread this one because I already know, even though I read it a couple years ago. So I'm just going to continue on with A Dream So Dark. Alright, the next duology that I have, which is one that I was supposed to read this year, I believe. Actually, 2 years ago. I was supposed to read it in 2021. Then I was supposed to read it in 2022, and I didn't get to it. But this year, I promise I'm going to get to it. And that is Vicious and Vengeful by Schwab. I've not read either one of these. I do want to read them both. I've heard nothing but great things about them. And all I remember is that it's pretty much about, let me just go ahead and read it. Victor and Eli started out as college roommates, brilliant, arrogant, lonely boys who recognized the same sharpness and ambition in each other. In their senior year, a shared research interest in adrenaline, near-death experiences, and seemingly supernatural events reveal an intriguing possibility that under the right conditions, someone could develop extraordinary abilities. But when their thesis moves from the academic to experimental, things go horribly wrong. So all I know is that they end up hating each other, and now they're like going against each other and trying to fight each other, and I'm excited about it. Everyone has raved about it. If my eyes keep reverting, is because I look at my screen on the camera instead of looking at the camera, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just finally need to go ahead and read these. Alright, the next duology I have is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and the second one being Crooked Kingdom. Now, I have read Six of Crows already. I just need to go ahead and pick up Crooked Kingdoms. And I know I need to get to this. I know Princess is going to be like, how did you not read that yet? Because one of her favorites is Six of Crows. And I have read the Shadow and Bone series, which is one of the biggest reasons why I was holding off on reading Six of Crows. And I know they say that you don't have to read it, but I'm one of those people that if there's a story out there and then there's another book that comes out that's attached to that world, I want to know the beginning world. Because even though you don't necessarily need to read Six of Crows to enjoy it, you will enjoy it much more because you understand how the kingdom and why certain things and why people believe the way things that they do. So again, you don't necessarily need to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, but it will make Six of Crows way more enjoyable. And the reason why I want to finish this series or duology, because I want to read King of Scars, excuse me, I don't know why I said Kingdom. King of Scars. And I know the second one came out for that duology. So I just need to go ahead and finish this one. Alright, the next duology that I have is Stranger Dreamer by Laini Taylor. And this is the first one, and the second one is Muse of Nightmares. I just finished this after like 4 years of reading it. I just finished it a couple months ago, and I enjoyed the ending. Okay, I enjoyed the freaking second third of the book. That's 3/4 of the book. The ending, the 3/4 of the ending of the book. I really enjoyed the beginning of the book. Was absolutely boring to me, which is why it took me 3 or 4 years to even finish the damn book. But now I'm curious to know, and I'm going to be reading Muse of Nightmares. I really want to get to it. I think I heard that this one was better. So, we'll see. And last, but certainly not least, is We Hunt the Flame and Refeed the Stars. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I love it so much. And I honestly can't tell you why I haven't got to this one. Oh, it's also by Hafsah Faizal. So. You don't have to be quiet. I promise you don't.
Wow.
But I appreciate you for doing that, you know? Your mama would just come in here and just slam shit around. And I'd be like, damn, I'd have to look at her like, damn, I was just in the middle of a sentence. But yeah, I really want to get to the second one. And sometimes the reason why I don't get to the second book in my favorite series is because I'm just terrified that the author is going to kill off one of my favorite characters. And that's why I kind of haven't got to it. But this is basically following a girl who lives in a kingdom where magic is gone. Magic has been taken away by some type of fight that happened with these witches or goddesses. And they're not witches, sorry, they're goddesses. But essentially magic is gone, and there is this girl who is a huntress who goes into this dark forest, and somehow, some way, she's the only one that can go into the forest and come out unaffected, or even come out of the forest. So she gets tasked by the king, or the emperor. She gets tasked by the emperor to go and bring magic back. She has to go to this island where there is this script or book, and then she has to bring the book back, and it will bring back magic. Well, there is the prince who is an assassin, and he is sent there to stop her from doing this. And some things happen, and there is a character in here, and some of this story is influenced by Assassin's Creed. The author has been very open about it being not influenced, but inspired by Assassin's Creed. And yeah, there's one of the main characters' name is Altair, so that should give you everything it needs to give you. But I'm just really excited to go ahead and finish this out. The author is coming out with a new book. I'm not sure when or what the name of the title is. I just know they're coming out with a new book. Alright, that was pretty quick. I didn't realize. But I did say I was only talking about 5 duologies. But yeah, those are all the books that I plan on reading in 2023. At least the duologies that I've either started and need to finish, or I just need to go ahead and start. But I tried to break down. I'm sure everyone is doing it. I'm not the only person that's doing it. But for me, I was breaking it down so I still have goals. And I'm still like, okay, I'm accomplishing the books that I want to read that are on my physical TBR. Instead of just like looking on and saying, oh, well, I'm just going to read what I want to read and I have this goal. So yeah, those are the books that I'm going to be reading. And I think that's it. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Be sure to check out my description where you can find easy ways to contact me, as well as all the books that I talked about. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if not, just imagine that you did and come back again. Until next time, keep imagining.